are here to celebrate Miss Brendon being the 117th graduate. Sometimes my talks are really short. Today won't be as short. Because he and I met at one of those moments that I would say was a crossroads. When he came up to my office, he had no reason to trust me. Didn't know me from a can of paint. Was in a really bad place. Didn't have a place to stay that night. Didn't know what he was going to do the next day. Was not in a very good place with his PO, Mr. Ray, here, in further conversation with him. And just generally headed down a bad path. I've had people in my office like that plenty of times, and I'll give them a list of things that they can do to start turning it around. Go screen at a sober living house, get admitted, go to a meeting, come back tomorrow and volunteer. Show me you're going to volunteer for the rest of the week. Let me call your PO and see what it would take for you guys to get square where you don't have a warrant hanging over your head. Most people maybe do one, most don't do any. He did all.
Yes.
And after getting into sober living, getting straight with this PO, who came down here in person, which thank you, because you've been a big part of this as well, Ray. He did everything he needed to do. He volunteered, we put him in the program, he did the trial phase. Within 30 days, he was clean, which means he stopped the day he was in my office. Because it takes a minute to get out of your system, so he stopped. And how many days sober do we have today?
5 months.
5 months.
All right.
So I turned him over to Dwayne because I thought he might need a little tough love to get through the program. And between Dwayne's tough love and sometimes my motherly instinct every once in a while kicking in, Ray being a very active part, coming and visiting, keeping him. You did it though. You had to do the work. We couldn't work harder than you. We couldn't make this happen for you. You made this happen for yourself. We talked in Mallory's office this morning. This is just the beginning of the next phase. The world's ahead of you, but you got to just keep taking that next step. And I love it that you said you want the continued accountability of staying on probation for a little longer. Because you want that. You just want to make sure you keep making that next step. And just remember what we talked about in my office 5 months ago. I said, in 6 months, you're going to look back. The people you're hanging out with now are going to be doing the exact same thing they're doing today. And you're going to be graduating and heading towards saving for your car, working on independent living, and where are you at today? You're doing it. And where are they at? Doing the same dang thing they were doing 6 months ago, right? I know your brother's proud of you. You got a lot of people here today that are proud of you. I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Like Cassandra said, she pulled me in. I don't know, I was busy as hell. She said, I need you to sit and talk to this guy. And I'm like, okay. Just put me on another assignment, but that's part of being flexible on the job. And everywhere you go, you should be flexible. And with Brendon, he was flexible. He was willing to take the next step. And I like, dude, don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about the next day. Worry about today. Do something positive today to set you up for tomorrow. And every day he came in and he did something to better himself for tomorrow. Start going to AA meetings. I didn't think that was going to ever happen. I'm like, dude, get in your recovery. You need that. He got in his recovery. He had a damn good sponsor. Rode him just like everybody else rode. Put that 12 on his back, you know what I mean? Put it on his neck. Make sure that Brendon is doing what he said he wanted to do. And that's what I told him. As long as you're working with me and doing what you say you're going to do, our journey together is going to be easy. He made it seem easy, but he worked his butt off. All through the whole program, every challenges, every wall that came up before him, he knocked it down because he wanted something different. I told him, don't worry about what you used to be, worry about what you want to be. And that's what he started focusing on. And through the Fresh Start program, he started living the 5 soft skills that we teach in the program and making that part of his daily life and the core values. Living that core value helped that journey become a little more easier. Sure, he come from a place where still there's challenges. You still want to like teeter-totter. Don't teeter and don't totter. Go straight forward and get what you want. Brendon done that, being in the Fresh Start. He was a great leader. He's working for the Heart Ministry Center, so that speaks a volume right there. Because everybody don't get this opportunity. He wanted it, he got it, and I told him, just take your time, one day at a time. If this ain't where you want to be in 2 years, hey, find something better, make sure it balances your household budget, and go for it. Do it the right way. Put in your 2 weeks notice. Let everybody know, hey, I got something better going on. I'm making more money, I'm taking care of myself. That's part of the program. Brendon did the program. Man, now what can I say bad about you? No, I love him. You know, Brendon is an outstanding young man, and I am proud of him for doing all the hard work. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey, and congratulations.
He was on the front seat of the van, and he was telling me about how like he was really excited for this program because it was giving him a chance to do something different than everyone else that he'd always known. He told me about how he doesn't eat meat and how he's like very intentional about his body, and it was just really cool to get to know you in that capacity, without like away from the Heart Ministry Center, without the caseworker vibes that I can give off sometimes. So I've really enjoyed seeing how you've grown, how you've opened to the process, and I'm excited to work with you moving forward. I'm glad you're a coworker, because you are why we have this program, is you. And I recently had the chance to sit down with Aaron Schneider's parents. Aaron Schneider is a graduate of the Fresh Start program, one of the first graduates. He met Mark in prison, and they were very close, remained close after they both had gotten out. And Aaron graduated from the Fresh Start program, but still struggled every day with his addictions, with his self-hatred, with his past catching up with him. He'd been in and out of institutions since he was 15, and so sitting down with them, learning about Aaron's relationship with Mark and their relationship with Mark. So his photo is right up there on the wall. He's a graduate, and we have an Aaron Schneider Excellence Award that's given out every year, because Aaron was excellent, though he had struggles. And Aaron died in 2021 from those struggles with his mental health and his addictions. And he is a huge part to why we do this, and having his parents still here. And something that his parents said to me was how quickly something can turn bad. And so how quickly your old life can catch up with you, behavior patterns, people can come in and just get you right back to where you were. And so it's a constant fight, but it's a fight that you're not alone with. You have people here, you're gonna be here every day. And so just know that, as Mark would say, good gets better and bad gets worse. And so I'm really happy that you're on the wall and to continue working with you. So thank you and congratulations.
So I think if anyone were to ask, does this program work, right? The Fresh Start Heart Ministry, and it does, and Brendon is an example of this. But all the way, like from the board members to the board, to all of us staff and everything in between, this is working. I remember sitting in a meeting with Dom, Nikki, and Mark, just in peace, right? And they had this plan to put me in food distribution, right? I know nothing about food, and I still don't even care about food. But I do know people and I know pain, right? And they come through the front door and they leave out the back with the pantry. And what happens in between is what the most important part is. And I remember Brendon sitting right here on the end when he got here, and I've seen that look before. I've seen it. I've experienced it. It wasn't for food. You weren't hungry. You might have been, but the problem was something else, right? And I went and introduce myself and introduce the Fresh Start program and what we do, why we do, and how we do it. And I said, I'll be right back. And I went up there. Like I said, I'm not that smart, but I got good awareness, right? I seen that. And then also I go up there and Miss Cassandra's in a meeting, a facilitation meeting with Rob, right? It's got nothing to do with it, but they're doing a compensation action plan. I just noticed it, right? But I said, we need you right now. And she stopped doing what she was doing to come down here and talk to Brendon. And to me, that's where everything was working, everything in between, and did everything in her power to get him in here, working with Dwayne and all the right stuff. The truth was, most Fresh Starts, when they get here, they do what they're supposed to do because we are so desperate, right? And we're grateful for this opportunity. But eventually what happens, our character defects come out, and the claws do. And the integrity, at some point, started to get compromised with what was going on with Brendon. He was in his head. And so we tried everything, diligently trying to figure this out to work with you because we knew you needed it. And the truth was, this is where it kind of got interesting and kind of got ugly, but it worked, right? Pulled him outside, and sometimes you got to roll up your sleeve and you got to tell the truth because that's what happened to me. Somebody told me the truth and they said, look at you. I was in the medical mod, they called it Nico Jenkins cell down there at the medical mod, and it was a guy I went to high school with, seen me in the Ninja Turtle outfit, and he said, Jimmy, for real? And he was right, and so I told Brendon, whatever he's doing, he's acting like a baby right now. And he hated me at the moment, but he knew it was true. You did. But look at you now. And so that's the most important part, and why our job can be challenging, because we have to tell the truth. That is why I'm still able to be here, maybe get back to my daughters, is telling someone the truth. And so we did that, and here you are, and it's amazing. And I'm going to give you 4 things to end this with. And so one is love yourself, right? That's the most important part. Then you don't have to compromise who you are for nothing and use hard drugs or hard alcohol for the hard pain. Love yourself, whatever that looks like. You're the only one. 2 is you don't have to please anybody, right? You don't have to do anything to please anybody else. 3, this is really important, and I think where a lot of Fresh Starts they end with, and they stop doing this, listen to Mallory, your graduate coordinator. She has a strategic plan in place for you to succeed. So whatever she said, the suggestion, take it, and then also work a program. Work a program, and whatever that looks like, AA, NA, whatever A. Do whatever it takes. Work a program, because what you'll find that you are worth it, right? You'll find that all the things that you were making, all the mistakes you were making, you'll realize why you made them, and you don't have to make them again. Because for people like us, and you got what I got, it's life or death. And so that's why working a program is so ultimately essential and rewarding at the same time. Super proud of you, glad you're on board at the Heart Ministry. Never give up, love you.
I completely forgot about the meeting with Cassandra the first day you came here, which, just sitting here, in that moment, the despair, like the hopelessness that you felt, a lot of people can go 2 ways, right? So you found willingness and hope in that moment instead of just giving up on yourself. And that willingness and that hope and that want to change, I'm gonna go back. You wanted a better life. A lot of people talk about wanting better lives. You pursued a better life. So you did it instead of just wanting it, because one ain't gonna get you much. But like doing it, action is the hard part, and and you did that by coming here. And that was so brave and courageous of you. It's easy, I'm a drug addict, so it's easy to stay in those. It's easy to trust what you do, right? Because what you do, you have survived with. You know it's gonna work. You know how to get by, and it's familiar. To trust someone you've never met and trust what they're saying, that shit's hard. but you did it, and that's so brave. I'm so glad you made those choices. I talked to Jimmy later on that same afternoon after we had all met up in Cassandra's office, and my heart was just like heavy, because I've been there, we've been there, and we know it gets better, and you just hope that the person you're sitting in front of can understand that it will get better. And it can get defeating as someone on this side of the desk, so to say, because we do it every day with individuals, and we want them to know it gets better. And it's sad when they don't get it, and then you get someone who gets it and like is doing it, and you're just a breath of fresh air. Things came along while you were in the program, cleaning up the wreckage of your past. It's just is what it is, and that still may happen. I love what Mallory said. Be proactive instead of reactive in your recovery in your life. Don't hang out with old people. Just don't do it. You can say hey from afar while you're driving, because you'll be driving one day, for sure. Right past. I'm just really glad you gave yourself a chance instead of giving up on yourself. Not a lot of people find the courage to do that. It's hard. Not that they don't find the courage. It's hard. But you did it. Congratulations.
First and foremost, congrats, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. First meeting you, I did not think you were gonna make it. And after getting to know you through the pantry, getting to see your work ethic, and just getting to realize who you are as a person, I feel like we bonded and gotten pretty close in that amount of time. And I can honestly call you a friend. It doesn't stop here. There's a lot of work going forward, but I think the one good thing that happened is you getting this job here at the Heart, being able to stay around here with like-minded individuals, your people, you know what I mean? We can all hold each other accountable, and I'm sure you'll find something bigger and better along the way, but this is a spot for growth, and I've honestly gotten to see you grow as the time's gone on, and it's been awesome, dude, and I'm super proud of you. And hey, man, we might have to have breakfast at Lisa's Radio one of these days, since we live so close. So, I wish you luck going forward and everything like that. I'm always here to talk. All of us are always here to talk. So, you got a friend in me if you ever need anything, and I love you, brother.
This young man, when I first met him, I told him, I said, I want to see you graduate. I know his mom. She told me you stay on it, and I told him, I said, hey man, especially after Mark died, I said, man, you gotta graduate. I don't make a lot of graduation because I'm really busy, but I'm proud of you, bro. It was great.
So, I appreciate my position. I've been elsewhere, but the thing about where I am is I get to talk to and meet everybody without any underlying intentions. But just the motive of getting to know you guys and growing with you guys and, just being specific about the relationship building. And so with Mr. Brendon, I appreciated the time that we got to spend down here because I see spiritual transformation, not behavioral manipulation. Not just doing things because there was only an objective at this time, but truly wanting to change. And trying to figure out what that looked like, even if you didn't agree with all the steps of how to get there. And like Ms. Danny said, it's courageous. It takes a lot of will, self-will. The program was here, so it was nobody here that did it for you but yourself, because this was just the platform that was offered to you for anybody. And so I'm proud that you made it to this day, and it's been a joy to get to know you, and I look forward to continuing to getting to know you. Yeah, that's it.
Come to this event. I don't go to many graduations either, but the ones that I do pick and choose to go to are the ones that have significant meaning. Again, with Brendon, I've known Brendon longer in this program than supervising him on the streets. All right, so y'all all have got a better understanding than what I have, and I am amazed from what he has done in this program. I'm getting chills right now because they say when I do my job for a purpose. this is the purpose and reasons why I do my job. He motivates me on my personal life just for the fact that he's able to turn his life around. One word that I haven't heard no one say that this man has: resiliency, perseverance. He has encapsulated all of that. I mean, his mom, his people who know him more than any of us, they got to be proud and see this man. So, and I only had a short little stint of this man's journey, like you said, his journey and what he's done, and it's amazing. It keeps me going for the next one, like, hey, this is what I do this job for. So again, I'm more than happy to be a part of this journey with him. I can't wait to see, like you said, go to breakfast. I want to go to breakfast with him. Don't forget, invite me. I like to eat. So, but again, proud of you, bro. You do your job. I'm very proud of you.
So proud.
This is my nephew. I love him to death. I used to talk to him about a lot of stuff. And I am really proud of you that you finally catching on and keep it going. I love you. Congratulations.
You know, to have you as a brother and actually watch you grow throughout the time that I have been. I haven't been around the whole time, but the time that I have been here, I see a humongous difference. And you heard, we had our talks, and I told you, the mindset that you are in right now, I am super proud because not everybody gets that. Not everybody is able to grasp the concept of, okay, yeah, I should probably stay away from that. Even though I love them, I need to stay away. I still struggle with that. So to see you do it, and then to hear everybody else and say that they seen you grow is amazing. I'm super hyped. I love you.
When I first met Brendon, man, I was going to an Oxford house, you know, my interview day. And the first thing I seen him do was working out outside, man. I'm like, hell yeah, you know. I was late, and then, you know, but they ended up, you know, accepting me. And shortly after accepting me, you know, everyone was shaking my hand, giving me hugs. And, you know, Brendon was the first person to actually show me around and talk to me about, like, how good this is going to be for me in my future and stuff. And, you know, he's a very intellectual person, man, like crazy. I don't think he understands how smart he is. And it's just, he's awesome. Like, I could be going through something, and he'll be like, man, why are you worrying about that? Like, you need to be thinking about this and this, you know? Like, it's just, he's awesome. He's very motivational, man, and I get inspired to see him, like, you know, what am I crying around about? Like, I can do this, like, you know? It's not just about me sometimes, or it's not just about us sometimes. It's about what, it's like, it's bigger than us, you know what I mean? Like our kids, our family, like, you know? And he showed a great job of like proving to everybody like how bad he wants it and how far he'll go to get it. And yeah, that's my guy, man.
This is a certificate of completion. This certificate is proudly presented to Brendon for his outstanding abilities and dedication to the Fresh Start program at the Heart Ministry Center, presented the 25th day, September 2023. Congratulations, boy.
One thing I can say is, like, you gotta be like super, super desperate to, it just don't work if you're not. I mean, when I came in here, you know, I felt the love, and I ain't felt that feeling since that day. You know, any other feeling I felt was just me overcoming the obstacle, you know, or how hard it is to do something that's gonna change everything. But not knowing what to do is a way worse feeling, you know. And coming in here, I had talked to Jimmy, man, and he on the floor, you know. So our relationship, you know, eventually, like, I didn't notice how much that day, you know, would be brought up today. But being in that office and talking being from there to talking to you, Cassandra, and Dwayne, like that day I cried in that office, you feel me? Like, and when I say desperate, I mean like, I ain't talked to my PO in some months, you know. I know I'm pissing dirty, you know, like I don't got nobody I can call. I had plans on just protecting my physical, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and if I go down in the process, I go down. But I was so desperate that day, like, I remember Cassandra telling me, like, I'm gonna call your PO if you allow me to. And, you know, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, I'm VOP, like, off the rip. I'm in violation of probation. She was just like, well, it wouldn't hurt to try, like, and she even called and was like, he's not here, you know, but this is what's going on and we want him to be here. And that's when my probation officer gave me a second chance for real. You know, I never gave him a chance, but he gave me one. And that's like when it all started. Then I got linked up with Dwayne. Jive is turkey in the building. But that's what I needed. Like, I needed to be around somebody who understood me, like, on that level. And, you know, he completely reformed and changed his whole life and benefited from it tremendously. So when I got with him, like, I still struggled with some things. Like, you know, I struggled with looking a certain way, and I struggled with feeling safe, like, performing tasks. And he was always there to remind me, like, hey, man, you got to start doing this for you. You know, you got to, if something going to happen, it's going to happen, bro. You know, but you know, like, you're doing the right thing, so why would it happen? If you're in the right place at the right time, you wouldn't have to worry about it. Getting on that bus is hard, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming from where I'm coming from, like, I done took the bus, you know. I've never taken it myself, but like, just talking to my brother yesterday about my mom, like, I even shot my mom a text message just because, like, I've been talking about her a lot and having her on my mind because of the hand she was dealt. You know, she was really dealt a bad hand in life, you know what I mean? And I remember growing up and just like, damn, like, I wish my mom just did this, and I wish my mom just did this. And I look back on all the shit that, you know, all of this is a reoccurring event for me, so that's why I do it a little bit faster, or it's a little bit easier, because I done been in AA rooms, you know, I done seen my mom in a prison jumpsuit, you feel me? Like, all of this is stuff that I seen, and even if I seen all of that, one thing my mom never did was give up on life, you know, like, she done did a lot of, she got a bad hand, you know, but she never gave up, for real. And when I came in here, because it was a moment where I was really disliking Jimmy, but he was like, he always say that shit, like, never give up, never give up, never give up. And I just remember talking about that with my brother. My brother doing 18 years right now, and like 90% of his support system come from my mom, you know, and my stepdad. I didn't even like my stepdad at a point, but he made my mom happy. You know, he do whatever he need to do for my brother. And it's like, damn, just that example of my relationship, the relationship I have with Jimmy, just because I'm mad at Jimmy don't mean that he's not going to come in here and say he love me or hug me. Same thing with Cassandra, same thing with Dwayne. Like, I just feel like we all people having a human experience, and like, none of this shit is gonna be perfect. You feel me? Like, I came in here and I have very high expectations because I'm doing more than what I'm used to doing, you know? And getting me outside of that is like, I look at it like, I'll drop all this shit right now and go get right. That's how my mental was. But I'm just having a human experience. So when I set expectations on people, I then start to have resentments. The only thing I can do is do what I can do. And that's what this program taught me. Like, I just need to worry about me and handle my shit. So like if you is a fresh start and you jumping into this program and you getting all of these, you have all these expectations that you plan on this program to meet, mind you, like you brought yourself to this program. You know, if not, you got blessed enough to be brought here. And this program, if it didn't teach me nothing, you know, it taught me like I'm in control of what I got going on. You know, everything I got going on, I'm in control of it. And you know what I'm saying? Like I should be meeting my own expectations before I expect somebody to. Like I gotta care for me. I gotta handle my, you know, my responsibilities in my life, and I can't wait on the next person. You feel me? Like, yeah, it's good to have people supporting me, but this is support. Everybody needs some support. I didn't have support, and then I got the support, and then I started acting crazy. Like, I complained a lot, you know what I'm saying? But that's because I know what I'm worth. I know what I'm worth, man. I know how hard I work for shit, man. I was working hard before this program, but it wasn't towards the right shit. And it was a long time coming, man. Like, shit, I was so ungrateful, and I get mad at everything, you know what I'm saying? You can ask my boss, Miss Jackie, right here. She probably hear my mouth between Cassandra, Dwayne, Miss Jackie. They probably hear me complain the most in here, but like they always help me, like, you know, and they humans having a human experience. So like, not only is they dealing with me, but they dealing with, you know what I'm saying, 20 people in the building, 20 people outside the building, and they have a human experience. They just trying and trying, and I'll be having to take that in consideration. And having that from the program, like I really reflected on my past with my mom. And so I had to send her a message yesterday, like I had just got done playing basketball, and I was with my little cousin, his mom called him. And he get the huffing and puffing, like, shh. I'm like, bro, our mamas is like 60, you know what I mean? Real life. They 60 years old. And it sounds crazy because a lot of people in here, if you my age, your mom probably like 40. And that's just me like saying, like just to give you a little bit of salt and pepper on like the hand my mom was dealt. You know, I was super, I wasn't spoiled, but I definitely like, I definitely, yeah, my auntie spoiled me, you know, but my mom showed me, like my dad passed away, you know, so, you know, you got a woman taking care of 2 boys, you know what I'm saying, like, and I just call myself like so much in my own head and what I had going on, like it was hard for me to really like, if it wasn't for my mom, I probably wouldn't be here, you know? I wouldn't be here. And I'd be having to really reflect on that because she is grown and she married now and she got a home and she got a car and she deserved that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just now seeing it because I get up every morning and I do what I need to do for me to get in a good place in life. But like my mom really had a fucked up hand and made some real life good kids, you know? And we make our own mistakes. But just seeing her, that's where I get my perseverance from, my resilience, you know, my will to make a way is from my mama. I done been on the bus with laundry and, you know, I done been in shelters. I done been in all of those places because when my mom, when she didn't have us no more, we was already grown. In our head, we was grown. We was already making grown-up decisions, you feel me? Our mom couldn't stop us. But when she did have us, she did everything she could to keep us, you know? And I never gave her roses for that. Like I'm supposed to do this. This is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to, you know, get my life right. You know what I'm saying? I might have not got a good hand myself, but I can't sit up and blame Dwayne for it, or Cassandra, you know, my mama, Miss Jackie, Dom, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to get my life in order, but I feel like it's to that time where I just want to give my mom her roses because, you know, every Christmas she get people, the whole family, small gifts. You know what I mean? She might even skip me a Christmas or two. But she cared that much. Like, every time somebody, if I got all these family members that's down, and she be their biggest support. Like, my mom don't got nothing, you know. She just doing the best she can. Like, she got what she need, but I know she won't. She still won't. And can't nobody see that, but me, if I feel like, and this big shout out to Pops though for sure. Like, don't nobody like their stepdaddy, you know. I was like 18 when I first got a stepdad, so it definitely rubbed me some type of way. We had some masculinity problems because it's an older man, and I'm already knowing where the affliction is gonna start because I'm in the streets and I don't trust nobody. I'm raised by a woman, so all of my characteristics is feminine. I'm having feminine problems with a man. Like, I don't work, I don't do nothing. All I do is tote guns, smoke weed, cause problems, call my mama from jail, like, you know what I'm saying? Stressing her out. And then I got a man coming in my life. Ain't he at work? Can't be here because he at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's nothing I can't call him for, you know? And he don't be, you know, he do what he can. But in my world, like, can't nobody do nothing for me. Like, the last person that I really relied on was my twin brother. And when he left, it was over with. Like, I was definitely on the road to destruction, for real, because that's all we knew. Our version of love is different than what I've been taught here. So now that I got an idea of that, like, I'm able to look back on it, like, shout out to him because, you know, I'm starting to see, like, I see my mom, I don't know how she deal with the shit she deal with. You know what I mean? Like, she be shucking and jiving too, though. She be getting over, you know what I mean? But how can you blame her, though? She be trying to get over. I love her. Because all the shit that's how I feel, though. When I went through all that shit, I was like, damn, how could the world not owe me? I felt comfortable with getting over it. Because it was like, oh, you see me struggling. Why you asking me for help? Why you asking I need help for it? Like, you see me struggling. All right, I'm gonna help myself. My mom, she be doing that sometimes. Like, oh, yeah. I pull that little money out, she be like, you hold 10, 15, $20. Like, you know, you got it right now, girl. You know what I mean? But I look back on that and I'm like, damn, like all this shit that my mom did for me. Oh my God. And then on top of how the world done treated her, I seen it. Like, I wasn't just no little boy that was, like, I seen what was going on and knew what was going on. So I'm like, damn. And now I'm in that state, like people treat me like that. Like, if I don't get right, I gotta come to the table with something, because if I'm coming, they looking at me like, he ain't nothing but a problem. You know what I'm saying? I done been like 6 years old and heard my family members like, man, they both pee in the bed. They bad, like they get kicked out of school, they can't stay the night here. Like, it really was real life bad though, because our dad wasn't around, you know? You know what I'm saying? We getting all our cousins in trouble. We was the baddest kids in the family, like, and my aunties, they right here, they definitely, like, they done said it, you know what I mean? They some bad ass kids. And I remember that. And then my mom having to like defend us, and she got her own struggles that she done, her mistakes that she made before we was even born, with people like, I don't know, Kim, like, I would let you hold this little $100, but I need it back. And now I'm seeing where she came from. I don't know how my mama do it. Still to this day, like, and I be in here talking about all types. I be in here complaining about everything, like, from adversity, from prioritizing this and that. And my mom, like, she got it 10 times harder than me, you feel me? 10 times harder than me. And I'm a man. I know how hard it is to be a black man. I just ain't never went corporate. I never had to deal with nothing for real until I actually start seeing like, damn, it's gonna take me a minute to save this money, or it's gonna be like this, and I gotta stay down for a minute. And then I see how long my mom stayed down. Like, I done seen her do the most to keep me right. You know what I mean? So as much as everybody like giving me my roses, I just want to take this opportunity to tell my mom like how much I love and respect her, and like nothing you ever did went unnoticed. I was just young, you feel me? Like I was super young. Even when we was in the system, you had us, you know? Like I done watched my mom go to prison to keep the lights on in the house, you know what I'm saying? I done watched her pull off some stunts just to keep us right. And she ain't never sugarcoated nothing. Like, she always told me what it was. And I done seen it all. Like, my mom made sure I was cool. She made sure I had clothes on my back, education. Shit, she even came into the school and whooped me one day.
Hey, you know, I believe it.
It's not a person in this building, probably, I swear it's not that I haven't shared a meaningful conversation with or had a good interaction with. Like, everybody in this building that contributed to me and the success of me, you know, like, and even if you haven't talked to me, everybody probably don't talk to me tonight. I'm probably one of the dudes in here that done talk to everybody in this room. Big shout out to my boy Gio, big shout out to Jim. Really everybody that talked and said something to me, them is like the people who put the most in me in this area. Like, shout out to my boy Ryan over here, ducked off in the corner, man. That's my guy. Wayne, Cash too, man. You know I got love for you, boy. You know what I'm saying? It's for us. Mal, you know what's up, girl. You know what's up. We all in this together, though. You all ducked off over there, man. Definitely. I remember it was days when I came in here and I talked to Jair all day. Remember that when I was getting in trouble for talking to Jair all day? I remember it. And me and Father Mario, like, we got a cool, strong relationship. Like, he's somebody I can come to and actually, I can talk to him, I can vent to him, and I can just play with him. But one thing he's not gonna do is talk to me if I ain't working. And that turned me up. If I come up to him and he'll see me talking and doing whatever I want, he will not acknowledge me. And then he'll see me move that pallet jack and get the carrying boxes, and he'd be like, he come right over there and get talking to me. And I'm like, that's my guy. Because I need that. I need that type of in my life. Miss Jessie, she knows what's up, man. See, that's right, Miss Jessie. I'm glad everybody just, you know, faces is just getting familiar right now, because she, I told y'all it was gonna be long. I gotta get everybody though. I gotta get everybody. Yeah, I would get on you for saying that, but I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, man. But I needed that because when I came here, I'm used to like system shit. I'm used to people, you know, not really knowing what's going on, just typing in their computer. Don't even think about what I said the other day. That don't matter. But I'm used to that. I made a comment to them the other day that I regret saying. Well, to Mallory, she really not what I said. I ain't gonna repeat it. But I'm used to people like just making their own, you know, representation of what I'm going through. And I'm coming from a place where I can't, like, well, I can, but I don't want to tell people what's going on because it go against the guidelines of what I'm into. I can't tell people everything, you know what I'm saying? So, just having Miss Jessie around, like I'm seeing a strong black woman behind the desk that's gonna pop her shit immediately when ain't nobody around. Like, she gonna remind me, like, yeah, this is what it is. It ain't ever gonna change. It's always gonna be this. And as soon as that person, the people walk up to that desk, hi, how you doing? I needed that, because it's like, that was my switch. Well, you gotta turn it on and turn it off. You know, you gotta know where you at. You gotta know if you really want something for yourself and you take it serious, you gotta know what's going on. And I appreciate you for supporting me throughout my little journey. It ain't never been a time I talked to this woman and have not laughed about some. She off the chain, y'all don't know. Yeah, it's a lion behind all of that. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up in like 10 minutes. Yeah, I gotta go, y'all, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Hey, you know what's up, boy. You know what's up, man. Like, I promise y'all, my mama took a big chunk out of it. You know what's up, mama. Everybody that spoke, I care about. Like, Danny, you know, that's all I can say right now because I done spoke for damn near 30 minutes. I love y'all. You know, with all my heart, I'm honored to be a spoke on the heart-shaped wheel. Community, compassion, accountability, excellence. Today we ring this bell for a fresh start.